Good morning, friends. We were discussing pier foundations. So, in the previous class, we have seen if that is a pier foundation is constructed using brick or stone, then we call it as masonry pier. So, in masonry pier, again it is rested on strata, hard strata. So, it is called as pier, masonry pier. It is called as wall. So, here some steps are provided. Okay. So, here this is the top plug. It's called as top plug. Now you you understand this is a cross section, or you can say elevation portion. When you see the cross section, it this total maybe appear like this, circular or cylindrical. So inside this column will come or wall will come. Okay, no problem. Now here this may be for concrete. So for these two diagrams we have seen no that foundation for bridge. So one was masonry pier, another was drilled caisson. So in that photo, if you go to the previous video, you will be able to understand that one. Okay, typical caisson or drilled caisson of concrete consists bottom plug or bottom bell shape, okay, shaft, vertical member, and top it's called as cap. It's called as cap. Is that okay? Okay, it's like that. Now in this one, what are its major things? These are all already discussed. Okay, it consists of cylindrical column. It will transfer the load to the strata below. Okay, difference between pile and pier is what? Method of construction. Okay, these are driven, these are constructed. Okay, just simply you understand. Major difference between pile is pile foundation transfer the load using bearing, end bearing, as well as side friction. But in pier construction, the load transfer will takes place only through bearing, end bearing. Here bearing is there as well as friction is also there. That is the major difference between pier foundation as well as pile foundation. Okay, generally these piers are lesser in depth, piles are larger in depth. Okay, that is very important. Okay, so the pier foundation generally helpful in the location where the top strata, if this is a ground level, this the top strata may be decomposed rock, and bottom portion is strong strata. In such cases, driving the piles is difficult. So because here rocks are present, those are decomposed rocks. In those cases, pile driving will be difficult. For that reason only, drilled caissons are preferred. Drilled caissons are preferred. Wherever pile foundation not possible for the first layer, which is decomposed rock, in that case they are going to shift for pier foundation. Okay, pier foundation. So that is what we have explained, masonry as well as drilled case. So this is last portion in well, this one. Here it is called as well foundation. Just bigger diagram we have seen in that previous video. So bottom plug, curb, cutting edge, steining, everything is there. Okay. So bigger load carrying things, these are called as bigger load carrying things, which are sunk inside the water or from the land. We have seen no? Sunk inside the water or land. These are generally for bridges, bridge piers, abutments of rivers, lakes. So wherever river is flowing, okay, value is there like this. To make this bridge, the well foundations are constructed. Okay, so the in that staining we have seen no, staining portion, that additional body or outside body, this is the load carrying element. This total staining body is the load carrying element. Okay, these are generally not used in the building. That point you have understood. This is generally not used for the building. Okay. So this design of strip footing, we will take it later. Okay. Design of strip footing, strap footing, this designs, we will discuss it later. Okay. Next, we will start with the masonry. We'll start with the masonry. What do you mean by masonry? Masonry may be defined as the construction of building units bonded together with mortar. What do you mean by masonry? Just I will repeat. It is defined as the construction of building units. Construction of building units bonded together with mortar. Bonded together with mortar. So what are the building units? Generally building units we call them as masonry units only. We call it as masonry units. What are these units? Maybe stones, maybe bricks, maybe precast blocks of concrete, maybe precast blocks of concrete. So all the properties where we have studied in module 1. In module 1 we have studied stones, bricks, blocks, etc. etc. Okay, we have studied all. Stone masonry generally constructed using stones. Brick masonry generally constructed using bricks. Another one is composite masonry, means two or more building type of units are used. Stone plus brick, stone plus brick plus concrete block. So all the things are used. Then we call this composite masonry. Composite masonry. Okay. So the masonry normally used for the construction of foundation, for all the construction, foundation, wall, column, other similar elements. So for everything masonry is used. For everything masonry is used. Okay, what are the functions? What are the functions of this masonry? First is it will support the load, it will divide the space, it will provide thermal and acoustic insulation, it will provide thermal and acoustic means what? Temperature control, sound control. Acoustic means sound. And also provide protection from fire and weather. Fire and weather. So four things we have used. So we have classification based upon the type of building units. Type of building units. Okay. So this wall is made up of what? Masonry work. And what are the building units here used? Masonry units used bricks. So you can see. So here building units, you can easily see building units or masonry units are made up of bricks. So what is this? These are all called as mortar joint. Mortar is nothing but what? Mortar is a cement, sand, water mixed and placed. So this type of structure is called as arch. No, this is called as arch. Very very simple. So you can see. Okay, this is arch. Now we will go one by one. What is this? Masonry may be defined as construction of building units bonded with mortar. We have already seen, no? This is the stone masonry, this is brick masonry. So masonry units are bricks, masonry units are stones here. So these are joined by what? Joined together by mortar. This is the mortar. This is the mortar. Here you can see the mortar, no? Yes. Very simple, no? Very simple to understand. Now here functions we have already seen: loads, space divide, thermal and acoustic, fire and weather protection. Okay, these are the functions of masonry. Types of masonry, what are those? Depending upon the units used, we have stone, brick, hollow concrete block and composite. Okay, generally it is provided for all the foundation, column, wall, everything for building. So it is going to useful masonry work. Now, typical terms used in masonry. Typical terms used in masonry. It may be stone, it may be brick. Okay, whatever thing they are generally going to use. What do you mean by course? Course is a horizontal layer in masonry unit. So this is one layer. One layer is there, no continuous layer is there. So another layer, third layer, fourth layer. So each layer is called as course. Each layer is called as course. Okay, so the thickness of this course is equal to height of the brick or stone plus one mortar joint, plus one mortar joint. So what do you mean? This course is there, its thickness is nothing but thickness of this brick or stone, whatever may be the case, thickness of the brick plus this mortar plus this mortar. So this total height is nothing but course height. Brick height plus mortar thickness is equal to course height. Okay. So course is one horizontal layer. Course is one horizontal layer. Now you can see in this one, typical arrangement is made here. Typical arrangement. What do you mean by header? See this diagram. See this one only, this unit only, this portion only. Header is a full stone unit or brick which is laid that its length is perpendicular to the face of wall. This is the face of wall. Okay, this is wall. No, easily you can understand. This is the wall. So its length, this brick or stone length, stone is placed like this, stone or brick, it is length, no? So in this diagram it is length, it is width, it is thickness LWT of one unit. So here length is kept perpendicular to the face of wall. Header, if this brick is called as header, if this brick is called as header brick or header stone or header unit, how when we call that header, when that brick is kept in a such a way that its length of that brick is placed perpendicular to the face, such that its width and thickness are seen, then it is called as header. Then it is called as header. Now in one course, in one layer, if all the things, all the units are headers only, then we call it as header course. Then we call it as header course. This portion is called as face. It is called as a face. It's called as a face. Okay, that is why it is written header course and face. I hope it is clear now. When a particular brick or unit is kept in the construction such that its length is perpendicular to the face of the wall, its length is not seen here. That is why we are calling it as perpendicular to the face of the wall such that its width and thickness are visible, then we call it as a header unit. And in that course, if all the materials, all the units are headers only, then we call it as header course. The surface appearing for the visibility, we call it as face. In one more thing is there, stretcher course. What we can call stretcher course? If header is a full stone unit or brick which is laid such that its length is parallel. Simple words I can tell. See this one, length, no, this is length. In such a way it is placed that length itself is parallel to the face. So you can see only L and T from this view. So this type of unit is called as a stretcher unit. Don't get confused by wordings. Simply I can tell stretcher is a unit is placed in a wall such that its length is kept parallel to the face of wall. We call it as stretcher. If all the units in that layer, all the units in that course, then all the things are called as stretchers only, then that is called as stretcher course. Okay, so its face is like this. I hope it is clear now. Okay. Okay, we will see in the next class.